Wahahahaha. Alright, I forgot about that. Load. Where am I? Oh yeah, self study. Alright.
What happens?
Misha.
Oh. Oh.
Remember when I was doing it yesterday?
I enjoyed the Shizune. I enjoyed that.
Oh. Shizune's eyes glint. A sinister
Ah,
way of.
screen share.
Alright, screen share. Sorry. I know it's usually the first thing I do, but that's like the last thing I did.
Yeah.
Well, with the way she looks, I'll be expecting the art club to lose the funding before lunchtime is over. Hello, G119. What happened?
The art club. She's gonna take the funding away from the art club.
It's like you're all gonna die. You're all gonna be on the streets. Or the art teacher to mysteriously disappear from the face of the earth. Yes. You know what to do, Shizune.
Why is she me?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because she's best. Before I mean,
Shizune's best girl.
yes. Aside from
They're all me. Just,
yes,
I'll admit it now.
yes. Before she
Except
met,
for me.
yes, well, situation Emmy, but Emmy. So would I be Emmy? Actual
Emmy.
Emmy? No.
You
No,
told
wait. You know who's Emmy? Running away.
I like the cough and just like that way of coughing. It's just funny to me.
If I accidentally sent that to someone else, that would have been really bad.
Yeah, if you had sent that to like actually Melanie or like anyone else really that knows of Melanie,
Yeah, like jungle.
yeah, that would have been bad.
Cause like legit, like Melanie is in like one of like the top like few slots, like even on top of
Yeah, I
jungle.
know.
Oh, you saw my
I
thing?
know. Yeah, I checked it.
Yeah, you have my account.
Hmm.
Cough, cough. Before she manages to comment, the teacher finally enters the room, getting Shizune and Misha off my back, and sending everyone rummaging their bags for books and pens. I did join the art club, and the first meeting didn't really boost my confidence. I'm not really sure what I'm doing it for. I wish I could draw like Rin, but I don't know what I should do if I could. To what end would I use such a skill? I don't really know. Ignoring the teacher's sleep-inducing voice, I opened my notebook to an empty page and pressed the sharp needle, graphite tip on the pencil. I wish we could actually draw on this. It's like, show us your art skills. What to draw? I can't really think of anything good to draw. As I hesitate, oh my gosh, to raise my hand, a meek black mark left on previous blank paper seems too aggravating. I can't seem to think of getting starting line, let alone get started. It's almost like a physical feeling of being held back. Annoying it reminds me of a failed attempt at jogging with Emmy. I look out the window in desperation. Right then, a small bird takes flight from one of the cherry trees that grow everywhere on the school grounds. I didn't really see it clearly, and it's not like I could tell one tiny bird from another, but I could pick it as a subject anyway. Conjuring up the image of a bird in my mind, I turn my gaze back onto my notebook and deliberately draw a line across the paper and get started. It seems mocking me, as I can't follow up straight away. Still, it's starting. Getting starting is good. I slowly sketch the picture of the notebook page, The image in my brain becoming clearer as the drawing takes shape. Oh, okay, that's not what I expected it to look like. It's really nothing, just that nameless nothing bird on paper. But it's not important. Oh, that's some nice legs. My hesitation fades into the background along with the teacher's voice. As I continue my struggle, the feathers form a simple pattern. What is this, a crane? In my mind, but on paper, it's messing, but of too many thorough lines, despite my best effort. Ooh, it's starting to look pretty. I realize that I don't really know what the bird's wings should look like, even if I try to think about it. I even put my pencil down, closed my eyes for a moment, trying to trace the shape of the wing in my mind. Being serious about this, all of a sudden, makes me feel a little frustrated. Is that why Rin was frustrated? Da-da-da. Our class in the middle school was easy, in between exhausting subjects like math and Japanese, but this is another side of art, the one where you see when you don't just fool around. Hey, that actually looks terrifying.
That's how I draw birds.
Hmm? What happened?
That's how I draw birds.
Well, you draw very good birds because I cannot draw that. Like that, I would draw a monster. Like it's either too simple, and that terrifies me. Like the body looks like a beautiful, majestic bird. Like it could be like a legendary creature, and then the face is like. It's almost like a completely different thing.
Kicha?
Okay, I was like, am I voicing this?
I got it. I got it.
I looked up to see two girls staring back at me. Misha and Suzune have carried their chairs on my desk and now standing on my sides looking at my drawing. How long have you been there?
I think you need more practice.
Suzune draws a few sharp signs in the air between herself and Misha.
She agrees.
Rin said the exact same thing yesterday, but why did it sound less condescending? Maybe because you don't relate arting to them?
Hmm.
Did I just call it arting? Yeah, sure.
Let's call it.
Yeah, that is. I don't think that's a word. What's the proper
is not a
terminology?
word.
Do you know the proper terminology? No? Okay.
Drawing?
Yes. An artist.
Drawing, painting, sketching.
Yes.
Like you have to specify. You can't just say arting.
Yeah, because Rin was an artist, and Misha is not, and
Melanie,
therefore
you're
seems-
about to get kicked out of my darn server.
What did she do? You know? She's joining? What? No. What? You should judge before I finish. Besides, don't you know it's bad luck to see unfinished piece of work? Misha cracks in exuberant laughter.
But don't be silly. There's no way that could be true.
Whatever. Zuna froze by nervous dangerously, and the new movements of her hand become abrupt, like she's slashing of a knife.
You should learn to take constructive criticism better.
I would if you'd actually offer some. I know I'm getting too defensive and that Shizune's taking advantage of it, but I can't help it. What are you two doing here anyway? Yay. Misha wags her finger admonishly at my nose. How do you say? Admonishly? Is that how it's said? Okay.
Admonition? Yeah. I can't make that sound with my tongue. I'm sorry.
You know you could just do tisk tisk, right?
Okay. Yeah, I know what it's supposed to be though, but I can't do that.
You mean that?
Yeah, that. Yeah, I can't do that.
Just
Okay,
do two
just
snakes.
guys can't.
Yeah.
Just Q-chan, were you not listening to the teacher at all?
No.
Aw. We have a group assignment now.
Yay, free Shisan.
Shizune's like, oh, we have a group assignment, and I'm gonna be doing it.
Yes, it's like, yay. I nodded bleakly and let them take the lead. Of course you did.
So what did you think of the lesson for today?
Cough, cough. Not much of anything. I didn't listen to a word of it. Misha slaps her forehead and shakes her head theoretically.
What are we going to do with Yuki-chan?
Luckily, Shizune and Misha together are more effective than 3 or 4 normal people, so I can mostly sack on my assignment. Of course you do, He-chan. Of course you do. I try my best to offer at least assist, but I end up being mostly useless. Bye, Misha. The teacher keeps us in the class 5 minutes past the lunch bell, but eventually lets us off the hook. I quickly stuff my books into my bag, while Shizune and Misha carry their chairs back into their own seats. No science club. The failure of the bird drawing ends up crumpling the stuff in my pocket as I hurry outside. Bum, 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 bum. After morning class, throughout the weekend, I kept bumping into Ren.
Hello.
This is somewhat natural. Our classrooms are adjacent, but rather than just crossing paths in the hallway like people regularly do, we seem to pause in the sight of each other. We invariably end up talking a bit, or just silently hang out together. I think I'm getting used to being quiet in Rin's company, as it doesn't feel as awkward anymore. I am, by nature, somewhat introverted like her, so we fit together well. I think it's actually so anomaly for someone in school to be so quiet. Most people here seem to love socializing well. It's something that I noticed already, even though I haven't really been here very long. People here talk a lot, and they talk all the time. In rare cases, when I see people sitting alone, just spacing out, or whatever, obviously there are people like that here, but that Hanako girl and myself, just the two from my own class, but overall, they're a minority. At any rate, I wouldn't exactly call what Rin do socializing either, but it's something at least. These occurrences themselves don't bother me, but the fact that they happen at all does. I'd hesitate to say that we're drawn together by something, but we certainly act as if we were. However, the sense of budding friendship is completely wrecked every time Rin opens her mouth.
Can I listen to your heartbeat?
Just like the music stops, like, can I listen to your heartbeat? She says this or something else about an as outrageous, and I had to fend off whatever nonsense my mind has cooked up during the preceding class of subject that she is not interested in. It seems Rin has taken a shine to my heart condition as some kind of extension of her interest in the auditor disabilities that people here have, and the consequences of such afflictions. As I stand in front of her for such a long time, looking at as amongst... How do you say that?
Huh?
Okay.
Flummoxed.
Flummoxed as I am, she concluded that it's necessary to further clarify her request.
I know I can, but Will you let me?
What are you, a teacher? Why?
Do I need a reason? I'm pretty bad with reasons.
Me. Not per se, but if you want to do it, you probably do have a reason.
That's kind of clever. You're smarter than you look.
I don't know how to feel about that. About Rin telling me that. I was like, yeah.
It's not a high compliment.
I was like, you're smarter than you look. I was like, what, you thought I was dumb or something? Well, considering it's me, yes. Also, I'd rather you not. I think these things should be private.
Private. I get it.
Yeah, let's do it. In an empty
I
room.
don't really care though. Can I just listen to your heartbeat? Like, I want to.
I can tell you something though. If it amuses you, I'm pretty sure it will. My heartbeat does sound very weird because, you know, conditioned. And I hear it all the time.
So you're paranoid.
That's not a question, it's a statement. No, I'm not paranoid. The doctor said that abnormal attention to heart rate is a common symptom of my condition.
Ren's like, yeah, my condition is like very obvious, so I would just prefer to know yours.
I was like, I have no arms.
Yeah.
So, for you, it's normal to be paranoid.
Actually, it is. I'm talking real me. It's not a question either. I get really influenced by things. I was like, oh, you watch a slightly spooky video, and I'm like terrified. Like the rest of the day, I'm like I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I was like, must hide under. What's it called? I forgot the word blanket for a second. I was like, oh my god, must hide under blanket. Cause like, for some reason, only the Spanish came out. And I'm like, oh no, what's the English word for blanket? It's not a question either. One could also say that me being like this in the first place isn't normal either, but what the heck? Hey, does it happen to you too? Where like your mind thinks of so many languages that you can't really think of, like, you're trying to focus on English, but like you randomly interject words with different languages so you can't really speak English correctly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, English is my first language, but, like, I'm so, like, half the time because, like, my phone is in French and the other one's in German, and I read it all the time. And, like, I'll just think in French or German, and then later I'll be like, wait, English word for what now?
Oh my gosh. Yes. It's like... And it's the most obvious of words, and I have, like, the most difficulties with them, because I'm not actively thinking, oh, how do you say chicken in Spanish?
Yeah, I was like, oh, wait, what's the English word for vulva again? What is it? I don't remember. Oh, wait, yeah, bird. Oh, oops.
Except people have usually heard that word, so... That's...
Yeah, I'm like, right. What's wrong with me? And then, yeah. And then I wanted to learn Armenian, which I can speak 5 phrases in Armenian. And now I might learn ASL now. Maybe, if I feel like it. We'll see. I want something to do.
How about that organizing?
Oh yeah, that. I still need to do more of that.
One could also say that being like this is, in the first place, isn't normal either, but what the heck? Paranoia, it's me. Fine.
I don't think it's something that can actually fit anyone anywhere.
Are you sure? Kenji sure fits the bill.
Kenji is paranoia. I'm talking about normal people.
Kenji is the spirit of paranoia in time.
Kenji is paranoia in a human form.
Incarnate. Kenji is paranoia incarnate. I have like such little juice left. I'm like, larp, and then like it makes so much noise.
You know, I ate an orange today for breakfast.
Yes. How was it? I'm vaguely proud of myself. Keep managing to keep up with the Rin's sudden change of topic.
Excellent. I don't remember when I last ate an orange because it's annoying to peel one.
I don't see how people think Rin is weird.
And it is weird.
It seems normal to me. Or am I just...
Well,
I'm used to a
you're
lot of
just
things.
Ren.
Yeah, but I'm used to dealing with people, so I like... Oh, this is just normal way of dealing with people. I just deal with Rins all the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, when I was watching a review for this visual novel, they were like, the most popular rare is Hanako's because people say that they relate to Hanako, and I'm
Yes.
like, well, yeah, clearly. And then this guy's like, if you relate to Hanako, go seek help because this is not normal. And then
I
I'm
hate
just
you.
thinking, what's wrong with you? Because that's perfectly normal, right? And
Yeah. And also I hate them for saying you're not normal. I hate them. They're so mean.
yeah.
No, but seriously, I don't like them as a person. Like the person
They're
who
like,
said
if you have so much anxiety that you can't speak, then you need to go seek help. And I'm like, I can speak fine
that. I mean, that's me.
most of the time.
Not in this call. I mean, like, with certain people, I could speak like all the time. It's like, as soon as you're out of that certain group that you know, why do you think I'm always so awkward? Like, when we play something and it's like, oh, let's be in a group. Hey, let's join team chat, and then we just immediately stop talking.
Mm-hmm.
Because some people are social and some people are not. It's just a fact of life. You can't just be, what's it called?
See, we streamed for 26 minutes or less, and I already have to go already.
Oh no. It's 23 minutes? But yes. You can't just judge someone because they can't socialize very well. Else, did you read this? You read this. Speed run.
It's on the list of things I want to learn properly.
How come you ate one then?
Amy had some, so she peeled one for me.
Good for you. Ren stretches her back and yawns, and there's another further. She throws at me a glance from the corner of her eye, while she watches people pass by, and I couldn't say why. I realize, though, that this is the first time I've talked naturally about my condition with anyone in a way. The group of boys pass us Ren's room, but she doesn't pay any minds. They pay none to her, neither. Their mind wanders off, spurring the science. Maybe I should have let her listen to my heart. It's not like it matters. Nothing really matters that much. In the end of the day, I start feeling depressed for no reason again. It's like a tidal wave out of nowhere, rolling over the consciousness submerged in water. I feel slightly coming to my mouth, and I turn away from Rin, pretending to read a poster on the wall. An advertisement for the school festival, promoting the event almost a week past. The difference between me and Rin is I'll be more than not dead before turning 30, while she can eat oranges without help. I can't decide which one of us is worse off. I try to grasp the passing of time, but it seems to be hard. It's still used to the rhythm of the hospital, which triviality, such of the day of the week, a time of day, didn't really matter. Everything was the same no matter what. Rediscovering the significance of time is oddly disorientating experience, and I find myself enjoying the facts, and I can categorize events in fashion. The relevancy of a ticking clock is surprisingly delightful, and I decide to start wearing an analog watch. Hey, people are back. Hello. I didn't use it before. As I finally asked Rin on Tuesday about something that has been bothering me for the entire week, it's already time for lunch. This time is somewhere between 106 and 107. My watch doesn't have a hand to show seconds. It's an old-fashioned kind of black leather strip of titanium casing. It doesn't look flashy, but wristwatch doesn't matter too. Yes, I was streaming yet last night. You should have been there. You could see the previous videos.
Streaming again tomorrow night.
Yes. So, are you leaving now? You good?
Couple minutes.
Okay. Let's continue. Hey, remember that sketch you made of me? How you said I look grim or gloomy or something? I'd like to know what you mean by that. She gives me a weird look and tilts her head a few degrees to the left. She doesn't say anything for a while.
Well, you see, we've known each other for 2 weeks, and I haven't seen you smile even once.
Her striking observation gives me a pause. Have I stopped smiling? My mic is muted? Check the stream.
I was watching something.
Okay, I'll check my stream.
I'm
Sorry.
checking it. Okay.
Can you hear my voice?
Yeah, I can hear your voice fine.
So it's not muted.
It's not muted.
They said my mic is muted.
Your mic's not muted.
Strange. Is my mic muted the last stream? What do you mean? Question mark. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have I stopped smiling? I have to take what she says as truth. She has no reason to lie. Something about the way she puts it annoys me. I frown at Rin, then try to correct my expression and look less depressed. I haven't been in the cheeriest of mood during the past few months or so. This is true. Does this show so much that someone like Rin can tell after so little contact with me? Should I try to smile more at Rin? Maybe. She can appreciate it, having such a neutral face herself almost all the time. Have I really stopped smiling? I see. Probably undo this so like they don't. I see. Could I smile more?
I don't mind either way. Be as you are. You can't help being a sow anyway.
Oh my gosh, it's me. I legit tell you this. Kind of. But it bothers you.
I just noticed it, that's all.
Okay, they're both me. Hey, look, it's Emmy. Emmy skips
She
along.
wasn't in the entire last stream, and she's here now.
Yes. Emmy skips along the hallway, jumps a sharp stop, and reaches us, and suddenly pats around on the shoulder.
Ready for lunch?
Depends on what lunch is today. Remember that's due from March. Never again. That.
Let's go anyway, I'm starving.
It's probably stew.
Probably the stew.
It's like, yeah, let's go. As they're about to depart, Emmy turns from her friend to me, seemingly as if the afterthought, and smiles charmingly.
By the way, Sal.
Her tone is too sweet, soft, and sincere. I could sense the trap about to be sprung upon me like a miniature health devil. Oh my gosh, it's you. I know she's about to say
Oh my god, that was so funny.
what is.
Never mind. I'm watching a video.
Okay. Before she
It was
continues,
weird. Okay.
oh,
Never mind.
explain the weirdness, please.
No.
Yes,
Nope.
yes.
Nope.
Yes, yes.
They just called people Joe's bitches.
You jealous
Bonus reference.
Mm-hmm. I know what she's trying to say. Even she continues, because I've been trying to avoid her all week.
I still haven't seen you at the track this entire week.
Maybe I've been there when you haven't.
That's impossible. I'm there all the time.
Mm-hmm. That's been confirmed. Like, where's where's Emmy? Oh, she's at the track, but it's like 3 in the morning.
Oh, she's always at the track.
Mm-hmm. Unless she's sick. Would you sleep and go to class?
I do those at the same time as you do.
I highly doubt that. Yeah, I know. I just haven't been able to pick myself up. Don't rat me out to the nurse, okay? Running just isn't my thing, and I haven't come up with a good alternative.
Why do you come to the track meet this weekend? Maybe you'll get inspired.
I wonder what's gonna happen.
I don't know.
You played this. Track meet?
I didn't play Rinzra. I told you I skipped it. Yeah, people come from a few schools, a few other schools come here for some friendly track and field action. It's on Sunday afternoon.
I know, you clicked buttons until you got everything.
I did, but I skipped it.
Do you know what I mean?
How do you mean you skipped it? How did you get 100%?
Put it on auto mode, and I left my computer on, and I skipped it until a choice. Then I saved, picked the choice, and skipped to the next choice.
Yes.
That's how I did it. That's how I did it for Rens and for Emmys.
That is good. The 2 routes that
I only read the 3 that I like.
Indeed.
And now we're doing Rens and Emmys.
Yes, the 2 ones that you skipped. So this is new. I can't think of any reason not to go. Sure, I'll come cheer for you. I guess you'll be running?
Of course, you'll get to see me beat them all. But by now, if I don't get something to eat, I'll die.
Okay. See you later. Bye, Rin. I promise I'll smile next time. I call after her, but as a bit afterthought afterwards. I feel embarrassed about it. I wonder why I said anything at all. Hey, look, it's me again. That night when I obviously certain that Kenji won't be barging into the bathroom, I look into the mirror and smile in the reflection. Like, eh. Me in the mirror smiling at a time when the bathroom looks awfully fake. Having exhausted the books Kenji lent me a few nights, I go back to the library, deeming it a safer alternative for getting my reading fix. I returned the books he had stolen while I was at it to Yuko, delighted. I don't tell her where I got them though. Wow, you sure like to read a lot, don't you? Yeah, I guess I do. I mean, I do even...
What the hell?
What? What's wrong? What's wrong?
I cried.
You cried?
Okay. Angela, period. Yes. What did I tell you about talking to me, period? What?
Why is she like this?
I didn't even do anything!
What brought this up? Why is she like this? She just randomly start messaging you. Should you have not answered the thing?
When did I talk about you? Legitimately, when did I talk about her? Don't ask us. No, really.
I mean, I do. Even I think it's weird. I think I might have a reading problem. Maybe I am a junkie. No, no, I don't mean it that way. It's not weird at all. And being addicted to reading is a lot better than being addicted to something else. Yeah, I know. It was a joke. A smile at her to reassure the drop of books on the counter so Yuka could check them out. I feel tired, so I sit down in the vacant chair in front of the desk. While Yuka gets through the modest pile of reading material, I found that I let my gaze wander around the library. At the table, a pair of girls is chatting in hustling tones rather than working on their homework. A short-haired one noticed me looking at their direction and waves at me. When I do raise my hand back, they glance at me and the others giggle in unison. I'm not sure how I feel about that, so I decided it's a good thing. The one who waved at me has a horrible case of epilepsy. Oh gosh. I saw her having an attack a few days ago. It was one of the most disturbing and scary things I've seen in a long time. Yet she is happily chirping away about whatever it is. She doesn't have a care in the world. You know, my school really is something else. Yuko raises an eye in the books, and she goes through. Slightly startled, she adjusts her glasses and puts on a nervous, confused smile. What do you mean? I don't know how to explain it. It's just everyone is so active, or how do I put it? It's not the festival.
Ready for the atomic bomb to hit?
Yes.
You ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get kicked out of our servers
Why?
because I'm
Because
gonna
what?
be mean and I don't care anymore.
Okay. Oh my. Well, it is true. What do you mean it wasn't? It's like, no, you weren't. I was like, why are you lying, Melanic? Melanic. It's not just the festival thing. I think even though I haven't been here that long, but it's everything. People talk more, work harder, just as they are. More than any other school I've seen before. I'm struggling for words, but it feels like I'm speaking honestly. This school feels so alive. Okay, save over the stuff. Yes. Continue and return. It's refreshing. Sure, things are. Sure, there are some people like this in my old school, but not as many, and it just feels more intense somehow. I think if I had to pin it down to one thing, the students here haven't appreciated going to school. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, me neither. Suddenly I realized that I've been babbling my thoughts to Yuko out of the blue. She's a bit of a jumpy person, so I feared she might have had a bad impression. She's looking at me with the hopes of curiosity rather than harder, so I figure she's alright. Sorry I suddenly talked about weird stuff like this. I didn't mean to trouble you. Oh no, it's not troubling. I'm happy to listen if you feel like talking. It makes me feel a little reliable, too. Yuko smiles sweetly, a little ironic at that. I respond with a thankful smile of my own. She pushes the neat stack of books across the counter. I stand up and gather them in my arms. Here you are. Thank you. Okay. That feels like a lie. Were you? Did you?
Did
Tell
I what?
what she said. No, you're talking
Did I
in
tell
general.
Jungle that we were engaged?
No, no, no.
Yeah.
No. I know you said that because I was there. But like, about the general. It's like Andrew, stop talking about me in general.
Hmm.
Oh, I thought she meant general chat. Never mind. Well, tell them they are your friends. They know. You're a conversation starter. That's a way to write. I guess I'll be meeting each other again. Please come here anytime. Yuko's kindness is heartwarming. You can count on it. See you later. So, what you doing?
I'm dropping the atomic bomb.
Okay. You're gonna... Is that why you're taking so long to respond?
It's taken me a very, very long
Are
time.
you writing, like, the most, like, expansive essay that you're about to drop the beat? You're about to drop the beat! The morning of the trap meet greets me with the brilliant sunshine and crystal blue sky. When I elusively stroll towards the track, I decide this is a good sign. Of what? I'm not sure. This event isn't exactly exciting for me, as it seems to be a large portion of the student body. I'm even less interested in watching sports than I am participating, but cheering for me is a good cause. I'm not expecting this to be any sort of amazing or spectacular experience, but it can't hurt. I'm probably spending a little time reading a little cooped up in my room otherwise. When I approach the bleachers, I spot Rin emerging from the crowd right before she spots me. You want me to read while you're busy?
Mm.
Is that a yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You came. Of course. I said I would, didn't I? That doesn't necessarily imply that you have followed through. That doesn't sound correct. Usually it takes me like 5 attempts before I actually get your voice down. Or like... Nope. It's like I'm getting...
You just want me to do it.
No, I'm straying further. I was like, I need to remember what you actually sound like. No. Okay, I don't remember what Rin sounds anymore. No!
Lots of people say things that they don't mean them.
Lots of people don't say things that they don't mean. Well, I don't. Rin shrugs, seeming bored of our conversation. She turns on her heel and heads back towards the stands. So, you excited about this? Not really. Me neither. Then, why'd you come? Why did you? She doesn't reply at all, so I decide not to either. We enter the bleachers and Rin nods upwards. Up there. Rin leads the way. Soon we settle down at the almost empty bench. There's an older woman standing next to Rin. Someone's mother, I assume. She's got rather long hair, done in a braid. On seeing Rin, she gives it all the familiar seeming green. Can I skip any of this? Nope. Well, what a surprise. I thought you went back to get a snack, not a boy. This is no good. The woman laughs at Rin and shakes her head, apparently unable to find the comeback for that. I know the feeling. Well, I suppose you've been announced to find one thing and bring back the other. But I'm being rude. I haven't introduced myself. I'm Mako Ibarazaki. I'm sure you know the girl you've at least met my daughter too. Pleased to meet you. Well, that explains. She's a lot taller, older, more motherly Emmy. Apart from her hair being somewhat darker than her daughter's, there's really no mistaking the resemblance. Sorry, I'm Hisao Nakai. Nice to meet you. I'm Ren Tenezuka. Missy Barazaki laughs again. She really does resemble her offspring, and her leans back a little in her seat and raises an eyebrow. So, now that we know each other, how long have you and Rin been dating? My response consists of silence in my brain, sudden lurches into gear, but then before I begin to stutter, a haspily babbled explanation, Emmy's mother burst into laughter again. Huh, you're a blusher, aren't you? I don't know if there's any help to keep my dignity in the situation, so I settled for a mumble response. We're not. I know it's funny to watch you squirm. I'm sorry, forget it, old woman, her amusements. She chuckles again to herself. An old woman? She sure doesn't look old to me. I suppose I can let it go. How kind of you. It's starting. I direct my attention to the track where they're preparing for spring. Can I skip this? No, I cannot. It looks like a 40-meter dash. My eyes scan the runners before finding Emmy. She's smiling, like an almost cocky look on her face. The starter raises the pistol. Emmy explodes to the block, despairing when the start of the blur. It's amazing, even though their sprinters converge in the planes closest in the inside line, Emmy spurts in the front to the back. By the time she rounds the final turn, a few of the other runners have caught up with her. And to put the final burst of speed, she leaves them in at least half a second behind. Missy Barazaki whoops and shouts, applauding wildly. General look like any other patient sharing the cloud.
Alright, you ready for the bomb to be dropped and for me to get kicked out of like 3 servers?
Okay.
Ready for this?
I want to see.
It's probably so badly spelled, but
you could probably send it to me, fix some things, and then send it back.
No, I don't care. I don't want all the spelling errors there. I want it there. I'm just done.
You're just done with her?
I'm actually over her now, and I'm legitimately done.
Well, she's being so rude.
Like, there. That's longer than my frickin' apology message.
I feel like reading this out loud, but I'm not going to.
Do it.
We're in stream! You want me to read it in stream?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it.
You fix all my spelling errors.
Why do you want me to fix
my grammar error? Because I couldn't read it when I was typing it.
Yeah, I know. How do you think I feel? And then I read it over, it's like, oh no, I have all these errors. Time to fix.
And I have to go now too, so.
Oh no, okay, you want me to save? I'll just save.
Yeah. Go for it.
Alright. We will end the stream for now, and we'll see you next time. See you later.